someday, two simple words. Harmless, you might think, yet they have destroyed more dreams, more potential, more lives than failure ever has. Someday I'll start that business. Someday I'll write that book. Someday I'll get in shape. Someday I'll learn that skill. Someday I'll change. Someday I'll be ready. And while we whisper these promises to ourselves, life keeps moving. The clock doesn't wait for someday. The calendar pages keep turning, indifferent to our intentions, and we stand still, convinced that this pause is temporary. But is it? This isn't just a habit. It's a trap, a comfortable, quiet prison we build for ourselves, one someday at a time. And the most dangerous part, we often hold the key, but we've forgotten how to use it. Look around. Most people are living trapped in the exact same cycle. They know what they need to do. They can see the path, they can feel the urgency, but they postpone it. They push it to an imaginary future, a mythical time when everything will align perfectly. It's not because they are incapable. It's not because they lack the talent or the resources. It's because starting is frightening. The first step feels like a leap into the unknown, and the comfort of the familiar holds us back with an iron grip. Fear doesn't always roar like a lion. It doesn't always manifest as panic or terror. Sometimes its voice is much quieter, much more subtle. It whispers. It disguises itself as logic, as patience, as prudence. It tells you you're not ready yet. You need to plan more. The timing isn't right. Just wait a little longer and we listen because this voice sounds so reasonable, so wise. We convince ourselves we're being strategic, when in reality we're just afraid. Afraid to treat, afraid to fail, afraid to succeed, and have to face a new set of challenges. So we choose the illusion of safety, the comfort of not yet. In the field of psychology, there's a term for this: defensive procrastination. This isn't laziness. Let's be very clear about that. Laziness is apathy. It's not caring. This is something else entirely. It's a form of emotional self-protection. When you face a task that makes you feel anxious or vulnerable, delaying it provides immediate relief. That small hit of comfort you get from saying, "I'll do it tomorrow," feels good in the moment. It pushes the anxiety away, just for a little while. But here's the brutal truth. While delaying reduces anxiety in the short term, it multiplies regret in the long run. It's a terrible exchange. You're trading lasting fulfillment for momentary comfort. Each time you say someday, you're not just postponing a task. You are reinforcing a dangerous identity. You are teaching yourself, over and over, that you are the kind of person who understands what needs to be done, but never acts. You become the spectator of your own life, the analyst who has all the insights, but never enters the game. And with every passing day, that identity becomes more ingrained, harder to break. This is where the real danger lies. The real danger isn't failing. It's not trying and falling short. The real danger is becoming comfortable with not trying at all. It's a slow, silent decay. At first, the stagnation is uncomfortable. But over time, that voice gets quieter. The discomfort fades. Stagnation no longer hurts. It starts to feel normal. And when something becomes normal, we stop questioning it. It becomes the default setting of our lives. You don't even realize it's happening until you wake up one day, years later, and wonder where all the time went, and who this person is staring back at you in the mirror. So, who are the ones who break free? Who are the people who actually change, who build, who create? They aren't superhuman. They don't possess a secret that you don't. The difference is, they don't wait for a moment of perfect clarity. They don't wait for the stars to align, or for a sign from the universe. They begin incomplete. They start when they're tired, They move forward when they're uncertain. They embrace the machines of the beginning. They understand a fundamental truth that most people avoid. You don't wait to feel ready. You can't. Because ready is a myth. It's a finish line that moves every time you get close. The people who make progress act despite not being ready. They face the fear and take the first step anyway. They know that action is not a result of motivation. It's the cause of it. Motivation follows action. You don't feel like going to the gym, but you go anyway. And after 5 minutes, you start to feel the energy. You don't feel inspired to write, but you sit down and type one sentence, then another, and suddenly the ideas start to flow. That is the secret. Action is the spark that ignites the fire of motivation. Maybe the problem was never a lack of time. We all get the same 24 hours. Maybe it was never your circumstances, your job, or your obligations. People have built empires from far less. Maybe it was never about a lack of opportunity. Opportunity is everywhere for those willing to see it and seize it. Maybe, just maybe, the problem was the gentle lie you kept telling yourself. The two simple words that felt so safe, so harmless. Someday, because someday isn't a day of the week. It doesn't exist on any calendar. It's a fantasy land where all our potential is stored but never used. The only thing that is real is today, right now. This very moment. And the only question that matters is what you choose to do with it. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to our channel. We don't feed illusions here. We reveal truths.